What's going on, everybody? All right, I want to start off by talking about the beliefs that we carry in today's time, this era. Okay, so let me give y'all a little backtrack just so y'all understand how this has been happening for thousands of years. Okay, so the first civilization that we know about that ever came, they were called the Sumerians. And so they believed that the creators were called, these people called the Anunnaki, okay? And so that was the key belief at the moment, okay? That was the key top belief at the moment, okay? 1,000 years go by, 2,000 years go by. It's kind of like it disappeared because a next era came and the next big religion came. And that was Egyptian mythology, okay? So about 2,000 years passed. It was probably still people in it a little bit. I mean, of course, like, even though it does seem like stuff just hopped from this to that out of nowhere, it's still a timeline where people were still in it, okay? So it didn't just disappear. So look, now we in Egyptian mythology, okay? Another 2,000 years pass. We get all these smaller religions, Buddhism, Hinduism, you know what I'm saying? These small religions. Well, not small, but like the Hebrews and all of them. Hinduism was a big religion. But they also came, though, around that same time. Okay, so look. And I'm talking about from 0 AD to 2000 BC, the Buddhism and all them. Okay? After them, it comes Christianity. And that was 2023 right now. Okay, so I want y'all to think about this. For a long ass time, okay? Like, we really gotta think how long 2,000 years is. Do you know how many generations of that is? Like, that's so many generations of people. And they all being born into and indoctrinated in the same religion. And they all hear about the Anunnaki, okay? They gone. Now we moving on to Egyptian times. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff that we can't even understand about the Egyptian times right now. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza, things that just don't make sense. And you try to always be logical with it. But then when you really understand this stuff, you see that stuff is weird. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, this is one thing about the Pyramid of Giza. The coordinates, like on a GPS, all GPS have coordinates. It'll be a bunch of numbers. It'll be like 0187256.0 and then a dash and then another 84 point some. The exact coordinates of the Pyramid of Giza and the exact position and everything it's in is the exact same number as the speed of light, okay? And I'm going to put that, after I go back through the video, I'm going to put it up here. I can't remember off the top of my head. The exact number, like the speed of light, miles per hour, it's the exact same numbers as the coordinates of the Pyramid of Giza, okay? And that makes me think about the speed of light. Light is everything, you know what I'm saying? We're made of light and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's something deeper with that, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, light resides in the fourth dimension. We're in the third dimension right now, okay? And this is a side thing I'm saying. We're going to get back to what I was saying. But look, also the earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour. 1,000. Like, we're doing it right now. We're moving so fast we can't even notice it. That goes around like that's hard to think about. So it's kind of like, think about movies we saw. Like, if somebody's like going like really fast, like, oh, and then they pop up into a portal or something, you know what I'm saying? Like going super fast or something, and then that's what the hell this feels like. We're moving so fast that we in this dream state. And you know what I'm saying? Like, life is weird already. We're floating in the middle of nowhere. And we've been doing that for so long. It just feels like You know what I'm saying? We're moving so fast right now. But see, the speed of light is even faster. And the light resides in the fourth dimension. So it's almost like whatever is beyond that speed, that's where the truth is. Like, that's just a thought. Because it's no way, that's not a coincidence that the Pyramid of Giza is the numbers of the coordinates of the Pyramid of Giza is the exact same as the speed of light. So it's something about, I'm telling you, like, it's something about the pyramid we're missing. You know what I'm saying? So back to the Egyptian times. They're believing in Thoth, Ra, all these gods and shit. Okay. And that is the key set religion. Mamas is raising their kids on this, man. They crying to these gods and stuff, every single thing. And take what I'm saying into consideration, because we finna jump 2,000 years later. You know what I'm saying? And this is the time when supposedly Jesus Christ was born. 2,000 years later, we here. And now look at everything we doing. Our parents, us, we all, man, God, it's God. God got a plan, this, that. I feel him. He's here, this, that. But see, this is when wishful thinking come into place. Because a lot of us haven't studied history and ancient civilizations and learned about stuff. I ask a Christian, who is Adam's first wife? They gonna say Eve. No, it's Lilith, supposedly Lilith, because they're all stories. See, I can't just say it's Lilith, making it sound like all of it is really real. No, I'm just going by the story and the facts, because it is a story at its whole in general. Like, at the base, it's just a story. Judaism came before Christianity. Christianity took Judaism's book, which is the Old Testament, and added another one, New Testament, and switched stuff around. They didn't only make a New Testament, but they also went back into the Old Testament and changed stuff. That's the only explanation. You know what I'm saying? Judaism, no, it says there that Lilith is his first wife, and this is just Genesis we're talking about. We can move on to Noah, but we're going to have to go way back into Sumerian times. And it's this guy named Atrahasis, and his other name is Zuasudra. You know what I'm saying? It's different ways to pronounce it. Everybody say it different, but that's how I say it. Zuasudra and Atrahasis. Okay? If you read the Atrahasis story, it's literally the same as Noah. You know what I'm saying? And let's think about Noah. Just listen to that name. And this is not trying to talk about races or anything, but isn't it funny to you how every single name in the Bible is always it's just like a common white name. You know what I'm saying? Mary, Noah, Mark, John. Like, keep it real. Like, you just keep it real right now. Think about it. But that right there, that still won't make a lot of people understand. So let's go back to what I'm saying. They literally changed that story about Noah, or the name. They changed the name and put it into today's Christian Bible. So it's almost like all these ancient civilizations over time came and formed this one book that now we got these days in life. But nobody knows that because we don't know our history. And think about 500 years ago, they didn't know any better. They just see the book. They didn't have the LiDAR scanning that we can see underground and find. They didn't have all of that. We didn't know that Göbekli Tepe was a place back then. We just now finding stuff, and that's all thanks to technology. We're waking up now. We have the choice to, but we gotta want to. And it's hard to move on. See, this is another thing you gotta understand. Thousands of years ago, they used to worship the sun. You know what I'm saying? They used to look up and just see the sun. They don't know nothing else. There were no iPhones to look something up, this, that. They had no choice. All they got is their imagination. And our mental state, our minds are so strong, okay? They're so strong. They can make us feel type of ways. That's like in 2023, we still have trouble trying to understand the human consciousness because it's bored. Like, it's another level. You know what I'm saying? And remember, we ain't nothing but this. Because take this brain out, we gonna drop. You know what I'm saying? While we sleeping, how do you think our heart is still beating? Our heart isn't beating itself. We're doing that. It's just involuntary. It's all because the brain, okay? Everything is this squishy shit up here. It's all everything is. It's crazy, okay? And I really need people to understand this, because it's like we all got had emotional traumas and stuff in the past, this, that. And the stuff I'm saying, if I try to say that to somebody, they're going to bring them up like, no, because I really dealt with this something, and God helped me something. Okay, I hear you. But you still got to take the facts into consideration over emotion. You have to. We can literally see where they took stuff out. We can literally see what stuff came from thousands of years ago. That's the one thing. The second thing is, look at the pattern. It's like every 2,000 years, the major top religion just changes and goes away. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff we be saying about this God, this, that. Say that to, let's say they could come here. The people that was in Sumerian times, they would be like, what are you talking about? No, it's Enki, it's Enlil. You know what I'm saying? The Sumerian, the Anunnaki, it's them. What are you talking about? This God and this him. What are you talking about? Now we in Egyptian times. It's Thoth. It's Isis. You know what I'm saying? It's Osiris. What are you talking about? These are the guys. They're helping us. Something. And now we in today's time, and we feel like this is really what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we gotta wake up. I know this is so difficult to talk about this because we are so set on this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got gospel songs, we got churches, preachers just in there just spilling it out to people, and they just sitting, listening, learning like they in school again, just gathering all this information, and people need something because life is hard, and it already don't make sense. And it's just, I don't know. We choose to just go off what we're told without really sitting down and think about it, okay? Because, like, I've been on a long road with this reality shit, philosophy type shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't used to think like this. I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? Nobody around me was ever on none of this. And the reason I am not like this now, nobody made me like this. I looked at the sky, okay? That's where I started. I swear, in my car, parked somewhere, just looking at the sky, man. Swear to God, about 2 years ago, I'm like, this don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make sense. And I wish everybody felt that way, because we all here. You know, we all here. So I can't be the only one that just, I don't even gotta talk. Just look up. Like, man, this is weird. You know what I'm saying? This is weird. And that's where it started. But I just really want people to think about that. How stuff has changed over like every 2,000 years. It's like history just resets itself. And all them beliefs that were back then, everybody look back like, man, they ain't nothing. We don't take it into consideration because we're so focused right now. And this is what it is. Some. You can't tell me that God nowhere. I felt this, I felt that, I felt this, I felt that. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people that know the truth, I feel like they'll all say the same thing that I would say to those people that feel that they know the truth. And that's that if it makes you sleep at night, keep believing it. Because we're all going to be gone one day, and everything you think you know, it's not going to matter anymore. See, we're an animal, okay? We're a species. We just like every other animal. But, it's a big but. We are very intelligent, and we chose by ourselves to call us the dominant, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because the main one that's dominant over everything is Mother Nature. That's number one. But we gained this intelligence somehow. A good little 10,000, might have been longer, years ago. And I really want to stress that people need to sit down and take things into consideration. Okay, that's really just the message I'm trying to get at. People just need to take things into consideration. Slow down. Really think. Go back to when you was a child, like you didn't know nothing. Okay, like you didn't know nothing, and start fresh, new. Look at everything from face value, and realize, like, man, life is weird. Okay, that's the first thing you gotta realize. Life is weird. And you gonna go through life and learn shit before you just take it like that. Because look, I know I said take stuff at face value. That's after you reset your mind. Like you just observing, okay? But then you gonna wanna start learning shit about life. Once you start doing that, every single thing you looking at, find the origin of it. We don't know everything, but we've learned so much. And we got technology. We got the internet now. You got so many ways to go learn and find origins and stuff. So stop just jumping to conclusions. Take your time and learn where stuff really came from. Because history repeats itself, man. History repeats itself, man. Like, it's just crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 20 years old, but it's people double my age, and they still in fantasy land. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to offend nobody or nothing, but it's like, if I could find the truth this young, why couldn't y'all? Like, you know what I'm saying? I looked at the sky, so I don't want to hear nobody told you to think about it like this. But that's all I'm getting to, though, man. Yeah, I ain't trying to put nobody down, whatever they believe. I mean, hey, you got one life. You got one. If it make you sleep at night, keep believing what you believe. All I'm letting you know is another side of the truth. Yeah. I'm out.